And voila, we have a tweet with an image, with a text. Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how you can automatically post an image with a tweet on X. And we're going to do this with the program Make. In Make we can automate and we get 1,000 operations a month, so we can automate posting tweets for free. And I think that's great. And I'm going to show you in this video how. When you go to my free school community, you can download the blueprint. So we're going to do this. We're going to download this, download, and then we're going to upload this to Make. We're going to click here. You're going to go auto post tweets. You're going to save it. And now you see we have a whole scenario, and this is what we're going to do to automate our post. But for now, I'm going to walk you through step by step how you can make this scenario and how you can post automatically on X. So what we must do first, we must make a Google Sheet and we need some tweets. So I've made a Google Sheet and I have here some example tweets from a web design company who going to help a pizzeria to rank higher in Google. We're going to use this tweet to automate. So the title is Tweets for Pizzeria Customers. So I go here, I go to Google Sheets. I need the Google Sheets module. I click here and I want to watch new rows. So every time we make one tweet, so we click here, watch new rows. And now we need the connection. I have the connection already, and otherwise you can add it or search on my YouTube or in my free community how you can connect Google to Make. And now we're going to search for the spreadsheet ID. So I type here tweets for pizzeria customers. I click here and now you see my spreadsheet is loading. Now I choose my sheet name, and this example is engaging tweets for pizza store SEO. I click contain headers and a limit I set on 1 because I want to post one tweet at a time. So this is the first module. I save it and now I'm going to say choose manually. So I choose manually and now I'm going to try if it's working. So I start at row 2 because row 1 is the title. I click on save. I run this module 1 by right clicking the mouse and then click on run this module only. And now you see we get our tweet. It's row number 2 and this is our tweet that we're going to post. So want your pizza shop to show up first on Google. Want your pizza shop to show up first on Google. So this is working. And now we're going to add the next module, and that is generating the image that we want to add to the tweet. So we're going to click here and we're going to search for generate an image. I'm going to scroll down and here's generate an image. And this is also with the connection. If you don't know how to make the connection, you can add it, but you can go to my channel to search for how to make it. But in this case, we have the connection and we choose DALL-E 3 because we want the best model to make the image for us. And in this example, I'm going to use a simple prompt, generate an image for the following tweet. And I click here on tweets because we have already run the Google Sheet module. So we now know that we must click on this one. Generate an image for the following tweet. And we add the tweets. Don't use text on the image. And this is the prompt we're going to use. I think it's working fine, but in my paid community I have a better prompt and I digress it step by step and we make a whole tweet agent that posts on its own and iterates over the tweets and make it better. But for now, this is the tweet we're going to use. So, and now we're going to run the scenario once again. So we choose where to start. I choose manually and I choose row 2, choose the same tweet, and we're going to run it once. This button is at the left bottom. Maybe my face is before the button. And now it's generating our image. The image is ready, so we're going to see what it made. And we see we have a back URL. We're going to copy this, open a new tab, paste the URL in, enter. And this is the picture that we have for a tweet. And now we're going back to our scenario and Make. And we're going to download the image because we have the image, but it's the URL. So first we must download it, then we must upload it to X, and then we can post it as a tweet. So we're going to add the HTTP module. So we're going to search for HTTP, and we want to get a file because we want to download it. So that's the reason that we going for this module. We must add the URL. So we're going to data, and we see here the URL. So we click on this URL, and now we add it to the HTTP module. Now we save it, and now we can test it again by running this. But I know for sure that it's working, so I go further with the next one, and that's we must upload it to X. So we're going to add the module of X. We want to use X, but we can choose different modules. We have the v6 module, and we have the v5 module. In this case, we need the v5 for the image. Now we're going to upload the media because we have the file downloaded. So we must make the connection, and I have a video about how to make the connection with X, but there's an important thing to add to this, because if you click on Add and you go to Show Advanced Settings, you need an API and API key secret. In the v5 module, you need the API key and the API key secret, and in the v6 module, you need the client ID and the client secret. So here we need the API key and secret, and here in the next module we need the client ID and the client secret. So don't change this to, because otherwise it's not working, and that's not what we want. So we have the connection, so I don't need to make the connection. We upload an image, and we're going to save this. So we have the connection, so we're going to add an item because we want the image as attachment to the tweet, and we're going to use the HTTP module to get a file because we downloaded. Now we want to get the file, and we click on save. So in this example we have saved it. Now we click once again on the module, then this red circle is going away, and now we need to upload our tweet. We're going to click on the plus sign. We're going to search for the X module again. I'm going to click on X, and now we're going to create a post. And when we do this, we see the green circle with the white arrows, and this is the v5 module. This isn't the right module. So I'm going to cancel this. Going to delete this module, do it again, going to X, and now I'm going to v6. I choose v6, and I choose create a post. I click here. When the modules open, we're going to toggle this button, and we're going to add the text content because we have text content from the spreadsheet. So we click on tweets, that's what we add, and we need to add the media ID, and that's the media ID, and that's from the module before this module. We click here, this can be empty, this can be empty. Now we're going to save this, and in this way we made a flow to post a tweet, and now we're going to check if it's working as it's supposed to be. So I'm going to start this module, choose where to start, and now I choose row 3 because I want another one. So I choose row 3, save it, run once. The scenario is ready, and voila, we have a tweet with an image, with the text, and now we can set this on autopilot, and it's working for us, and we generate automatically tweets with an image, and I think this is really great. And then we can interact on it, and we can build connections without manually posting and making images, and I think this is a great way to automate. We can even make it better. In my exclusive community we have a lot of more prompts, and we even automate the part that an agent is refining our tweets and making our tweets better. It's watching what's working, what's not working, and making even better tweets, put it automatically in our sheet back, and it's generating better and better tweets again and again. Don't forget to put a thumbs up and go to my community by the link below this video to learn more about AI and AI automations.